PMP Reviewer, Project Scope Management, Reviewer Number 1. PMP or Project Management Professional is an internationally recognized professional designation offered by the Project Management Institute or PMI. As of March 2018, there are 833,025 active PMP certified individuals and 286 chartered chapters across 210 countries and territories worldwide. This reviewer is intended for those who are planning to take the PMP Certification Exam. The PMP Certification Exam is based on the PMI Project Management Body of Knowledge or PMBOK. There are 10 reviewer questions featured in this video. These reviewer questions all fall under the Project Scope Management section or subtopic of the PMBOK. Project Scope Management includes the processes required to ensure that the project includes all the work required, and only the work required, to complete the project successfully. Before you proceed, please take time to read the following disclaimer. Let's begin.
Which of the following statements about the WBS is most correct? A. The WBS includes 100% of the work of the project. B. Any work not included in the WBS is out of scope. C. WBS stands for Work Breakdown Statement. D. A and B. The correct answer is D, A and B. The 100% rule states that 100% of the work in the project is covered within the WBS. Any work not included in the WBS is, therefore, not a part of the project. Reference: PMI's Practice Standard for Work Breakdown Structures, 2nd edition, section 2.4.
Which of the following is correct about the flow of deliverables through validate scope? A. Validated deliverables are an input to validate scope, and verified deliverables are output. B. Accepted deliverables are an input to verify scope, and verified deliverables are the output. C. Verified deliverables are an input to validate scope, and accepted deliverables are an output. D. Accepted deliverables are an input to validate scope, and verified deliverables are an output. The correct answer is C. Verified deliverables are an input to validate scope, and accepted deliverables are an output. Study PMBOK Figure 5.1.
Dave is just about to deliver the case study commissioned by Vermicris Industries. Before he does, he arranges a meeting with the steering committee and project sponsor over at Vermicris to take them through the case study, answer any questions or concerns they may have, and seek to get an official confirmation that the case study meets their expectations. What process is he performing here? A. Accept deliverables. B. Close project or phase. C. Deliverables acceptance. D. Validate scope. The correct answer is D. Validate scope. This is a description of validate scope, which is the process in which deliverables are reviewed with the customer and compared to requirements, to ensure that the requirements are fully satisfied, prior to beginning the close project or phase process.
Geek Systems is developing a network intrusion detection system for Cloud9 financial services. The system will dynamically adjust to varying workloads to adjust monitoring-induced latency, based on over 24 system configuration parameters. The resulting collection of requirements is so complex that a detailed plan will be required, just to deal with managing all of these capabilities. This plan is called a Requirements Management Plan. In what process is it created? A. The Requirements Management Plan is created within Collect Requirements. B. The Requirements Management Plan is created within Develop Project Management Plan, and is a separate output from the Project Management Plan itself. C. The Requirements Management Plan is a subsidiary plan to the Project Management Plan, created in Plan Scope Management. D. The Requirements Management Plan is a subset of the Scope Management Plan output from Planned Scope Management. The correct answer is C. The Requirements Management Plan is a subsidiary plan to the Project Management Plan, created in Planned Scope Management. In addition to the Scope Management Plan, another output of Planned Scope Management is the Requirements Management Plan, a subsidiary plan of the overall Project Management Plan. The Requirements Management Plan is where configuration management activities will be defined and planned. Read PMBOK Section 5.1.3.2.
With regard to the Create WBS process, which of the following is most correct? A. Within Create WBS, the work of the project and deliverables are decomposed to a level appropriate for the degree of control needed to effectively manage the project. B. Create WBS is where identified activities are bundled up into work packages in a hierarchical structure designed for cost accounting purposes. The structure is otherwise arbitrary. C. Within Create WBS, the work of the project is decomposed to the work package level. Each work package should be about 2 reporting periods worth of work. There are 2 levels above this: planning packages and control accounts. D. This is where the work of the project is decomposed down to the work package level, a level granular enough for activities to be estimated and managed. The correct answer is A. Within Create WBS, the work of the project and deliverables are decomposed to a level appropriate for the degree of control needed to effectively manage the project. Choice A is correct. See PMBOK Section 5.4.2.1. Choice B is incorrect for a couple of reasons. The WBS decomposition happens first. The further decomposition to individual activities happens subsequently. The work breakdown structure takes a form designed not only for cost accounting purposes, but also for management and reporting of scope and schedule as well.
The project scope statement output from defined scope will include which of the following? A. Approved scope statement and exclusions. B. Scope description, deliverables, acceptance criteria. C. Constraints and assumptions. D. B and C. The correct answer is D. The project scope statement output from defined scope will include both B and C. The project scope statement, as output from defined scope, includes scope description, acceptance criteria, deliverables, exclusions, constraints and assumptions. The approved version of the scope statement is not created until later, within the Create WBS process, and is found in the output scope baseline. Hence choice A is not correct.
Ayla Server Farms Incorporated is responding to an RFI for data center capacity issued by Cloud9 Financial Services. There is a large unit price reduction for capacity if the leased space exceeds 100 square meters. Prior to issuing the RFP, the project manager at Cloud9 wants to explore the option of taking down more space versus achieving a higher level of server consolidation and fitting within the 75 square meters that was originally defined as the space requirement. What is the project manager engaged in? A. Dithering. B. Gold plating. C. Alternatives generation, which is a tool or technique used within defined scope. D. Requirements clarification, which is a tool or technique used in collect requirements. The correct answer is C. Alternatives generation, which is a tool or technique used within defined scope. As the project manager considers alternative project scenarios, whether driven by cost or other considerations, such as risk, he is engaged in alternatives generation, a tool or technique within defined scope. Careful consideration of scope options is neither gold plating nor dithering.
Geek Systems is developing a network intrusion detection system for Cloud9 Financial Services. A number of network access points and other vulnerabilities have been identified. The project manager is overseeing the development of a requirements traceability matrix for the project. Which of the following is most true about this matrix? A. The requirements traceability matrix is an output of plan scope management and an input to control scope. B. The requirements traceability matrix is an output of plan scope management and an input to validate scope. C. It will track % completion of requirements over the life of the project. D. It will list the various identified requirements and associated information for each requirement, such as source, owner, status, associated test cases. The correct answer is D. It will list the various identified requirements and associated information for each requirement, such as source, owner, status, associated test cases. The requirements traceability matrix is an output of collect requirements and an input to validate scope and to control scope. It will list identified requirements and associated information. See PMBOK section 5.2.3.2 and figure 5-6. Also figure 5-1.
Cecile wants to experiment with tracking project costs in a more rigorous way. She has set up a chart of accounts, in which each work package has a unique code of account identifier. Where will she store these code of account IDs? A. In the PMIS, a tool or technique used in plan scope management. B. In her company's asset management software package. C. In an Excel spreadsheet, which will be considered a project document. D. Within the WBS dictionary. The correct answer is D. Within the WBS dictionary. The code of account IDs associated with each work package are found in the WBS dictionary. PMBOK section 5.4.3.1.
Geek Systems, TGS, is developing a network intrusion detection system for Cloud9 financial services. New requirements are being identified as a result of client plans to relocate the existing secondary data center to AELA server farms incorporated as a cost-saving measure. TGS's project manager has scheduled a meeting with Cloud9's corporate real estate manager to learn what he can about physical security expectations at AELA server farms facility, as this could affect network security also. What is the project manager engaged in? A. Expert judgment, a tool or technique used in plan scope management. B. Interviews, a tool or technique within collect requirements. C. Variance analysis, a tool or technique used in control scope. D. Inspection, a tool or technique used within validate scope. The correct answer is B. Interviews, a tool or technique within collect requirements. The question is describing a situation in which additional requirements are being explored, and interviewing is the method being used.
How did you fare in this short test? Did you get at least 80% of the correct answers? Don't worry too much if you did not do so well. Just keep on reviewing. Watch this video and take the short test again sometime in the near future until you get a perfect score every time. Check out our other available PMP Certification Exam reviewer videos and playlists. Please like if you find this reviewer video useful. Feel free to share it too. Don't forget to subscribe to Review Central channel on YouTube so you won't miss out on newly published reviewer videos and playlists.